Ukrainian border guards strike back with precision, eliminating dozens of Russian occupiers in the Vovchansk direction. Each move is swift, decisive, a clear message that the border still holds, and so does Ukraine's resolve. In recent days, Ukrainian defenders have turned the tide across the front, neutralizing enemy forces, shredding armored vehicles, and halting assault after assault. In the Vovchansk direction, the border guards of the Four-Post Brigade spotted movement, a Russian group creeping through the tree line, shadows slipping toward Ukrainian lines. They thought they were unseen. They were wrong. High above, reconnaissance drones watched in silence. Then, with surgical precision, 13 munitions fell from the sky, one after another. The earth shook, the forest burned, and in moments, the would-be infiltrators were gone. Their secret advance ended not in triumph, but in ruin. In another fierce clash, the border guards of the Phoenix unit, fighting shoulder to shoulder with partner forces, stood their ground in the embattled Donetsk region. Russian troops launched a massive push near the settlements of Vedmirka and Shakov, unleashing tanks, armored vehicles, and waves of mechanized infantry in a bid to tear through Ukrainian defenses. The air trembled with the roar of engines and fire. Yet, amid the chaos, the defenders held the line, ready to meet the storm head-on. But the Phoenix unit was ready. Backed by Ukrainian pilots and FPV drone operators, they struck back with speed and precision. Within minutes, their coordinated counterattack shattered the momentum of the Russian assault, freezing it in place. Explosions ripped across the battlefield. One Russian tank, one BTRT armored vehicle, and 3 transporters were obliterated. Artillery thundered. Drones swarmed overhead. 2 more tanks and 6 vehicles were left burning, twisted by relentless strikes. When the smoke cleared, the scale of destruction was undeniable. Up to 50 Russian soldiers killed or wounded. Another crushing blow to the invaders. Another testament to Ukraine's unyielding defense. From the Pokrovsk sector comes one of the war's most haunting images. A single Russian soldier caught in the open steppe carrying a fuel canister. Above him, a Ukrainian kamikaze drone locks on. The impact is instant. Flames erupt, the canister ignites, and in a blinding flash, fire consumes the invader. Within seconds, he collapses, a lone figure swallowed by the inferno. It's brutal. It's symbolic, a stark reminder of the fate that awaits those who bring war to Ukrainian soil. The strike was executed by FPV drone operators of the 414th UAV Brigade, Magyar's Birds, an elite aerial unit led by the formidable Robert Magyar Brody. Operating in the Pokrovsk direction, this brigade has become a relentless predator in the skies, hunting enemy troops, armored columns, and fuel convoys with unerring precision. This particular attack, what Ukrainian soldiers call a mobile oil refinery destruction, stands as a symbol of technological dominance and battlefield ingenuity. By transforming simple drones into precision kamikaze weapons, the defenders have mastered the art of doing more with less, crippling Russia's supply chains, bleeding its logistics, and proving that innovation can outmatch brute force. Ukraine's commander-in-chief, Olesky Syrsky, reveals a staggering new reality. Strike drones have expanded the front line's deadly reach, the kill zone. From a few short kilometers to nearly 10, it's more than a tactical shift. It's a transformation of modern warfare itself. Drones now dictate movement, supply routes, even the lifelines of evacuation and medical support. Now danger comes not just from what's seen, but from what hums invisibly above. The battlefield is shaped by strike drones, Syrsky declares. The kill zone stretches 10 kilometers deep. In this new era, the survival of Ukraine's soldiers depends on speed, adaptability, and the unbreakable chain of care that pulls the wounded from the fire. Every decision, every innovation must be seen through one lens, protecting the lives and health of the infantry who hold the line. At a recent briefing on medical support, Commander-in-Chief Syrsky highlighted a quiet revolution unfolding behind the front lines. led by the medics of the 106th Separate Brigade of the Territorial Defense Forces. Their innovations redefine battlefield medicine. Mobile treatment stations racing toward the wounded, drones equipped for casualty evacuation, and automated triage systems that decide in seconds who can be saved first. In a war where distance stretches and danger multiplies, time itself becomes the deadliest enemy. Every minute lost can mean a life gone. Ukrainian medics now fight that clock with precision, delivering first aid kits by drone, marking wounded soldiers with aerial beacons, and rewriting the rules of survival under fire. What they're achieving isn't just adaptation, it's the birth of a new standard in combat medicine, forged in the heart of war. As drones rule the skies, Ukraine's assault units grind forward on the ground, step by step, meter by meter. In just the past day, despite repeated Russian offensives, Ukrainian forces pushed through and reclaimed 3.4 kilometers of ground in the Pokrovsk district of the Donetsk region. It's part of the broader Dorelia operation, a campaign of steady liberation and precision. To date, 182.4 square kilometers have been freed, with another 224.7 cleared of Russian sabotage and reconnaissance units. Each advance may seem small on a map, but together they trace a powerful story, one of endurance, sacrifice, and the unwavering determination to take back every inch of Ukrainian soil. The Lyman direction has become one of the war's most technologically charged battlefields, a front where machines now wage a silent, relentless duel. Ukrainian drones prowl the skies, striking deep into enemy rear lines, obliterating convoys, fuel trucks, and ammunition carriers long before they reach the front. In response, Russian forces have turned increasingly to ground robotic systems, desperate replacements for the tanks they've lost. Curiously, not a single Russian tank has been sighted here in recent weeks. Instead, small assault teams and unmanned ground vehicles crawl forward, mechanical surrogates for a shrinking army. But Ukraine's strike drones remain one step ahead, hunting with precision and dismantling Russian logistics piece by piece, even in the heart of occupied territory. As autumn deepens, the battlefield transforms. Rain turns roads into rivers of mud, and thick fog shrouds the landscape, swallowing visibility. For Russian forces, these conditions are merciless, their supply lines now forced to move through danger along routes that Ukrainian defenders know all too well. What was once concealment has become a trap. Predictable paths, exposed by necessity, have turned into kill zones. They've started using ground robotic systems, one Ukrainian source reports, but the advantage is ours. We already know their routes. Our strike UAVs find them and destroy them. Even the weather, it seems, has chosen a side. Yet the skies hold dangers for both sides. Along the Izium-Slavyansk highway, Ukrainian forces now face a new threat: Russian UAV ambushes. Dozens of hidden drone zones have been reported, designed to intercept supply trucks and evacuation convoys before they can reach safety. In just the past few days, 8 confirmed ambushes have struck this corridor. Near Balaklia-Horavka, Ukrainian observers tracked 3 flights of heavy Koshkok hexacopters, Russian drones armed with thermobaric warheads and anti-vehicle payloads, each one a flying predator, waiting patiently in the mist to strike. The message is clear: even the skies above the road home have become a battlefield. In the occupied city of Oleshky, deep within the Kherson region, a precise Ukrainian strike shattered a key node of Russian control. A former police building, repurposed into a command post, was obliterated in a single, guided assault. The explosion tore through the structure, erasing both the facility and the command personnel inside, but the impact went far beyond the walls of that building. Preliminary reports indicate the strike crippled Russian communications across the left bank of the Dnipro River, severing vital links between units and plunging their operations into disarray. What once served as a symbol of occupation now lies in ruins, a silent testament to Ukraine's reach, precision, and resolve.